If you had to guess what was the biggest cash crop right here in the Chino Valley in the late 1800s, what would you guess? Corn, wheat, or maybe citrus? Well, you would be wrong. The correct answer is actually sugar beets. Welcome back to a special dual non-contiguous state episode of Chino in the Hills, Secrets Exposed. Hi, I am your host, Thomas Ryan, and today I am going to take you on a 2,658-mile journey finding a sweet historical and cultural link between Chino and the Hawaiian Islands, more specifically, the island of Kauai. First, let's start right here in Chino. Yes, it's true, back in the 1890s, much of the Chino Valley was planted with sugar beets. Why sugar beets, you ask? Well, the Chino sugar beet industry was benefited by stiff tariffs put on foreign sugar at that time, which in end helped reduce U.S. dependence on imported sugar because about 90% of the sugar consumed in the 1890s was foreign grown. But why here in Chino? Well, the sugar beet is a root crop that flourishes in temperate climates where the growing season is about 5 months long. So in essence, Chino had the perfect soil and weather for this crop. In fact, at one time, Chino boasted the state's largest sugar processing factory. Chino's American Beet Sugar Company prospered for the better part of 25 years until larger factories were opened in the modern-day city of Oxnard in Ventura County. The Chino sugar plant closed in October of 1917. Fast forward to today, and portions of the building from that time are still standing. They are located just west of Central Avenue and south of G Street and are occupied by modern-day businesses. As you can see, they are dedicated with 2 plaques on the building. Okay, now it's time to hop on a 5.5-hour plane ride to tell Hawaii's side of the story. Before Kauai became a renowned vacation spot, it thrived on another major industry, sugar. That's right, dating back to the early 1800s, sugarcane dominated the landscape of Kauai. While the sugar industry on the Garden Isle has since declined, its legacy endures. Sugarcane cultivation in the Hawaiian Islands traces back to Captain James Cook's arrival in 1778. With Hawaii's fertile soil and favorable climate, as you can see today, very wet, sugarcane seemed like a natural fit. However, it wasn't until 1825 that the first sugarcane plantation emerged on Oahu. Though short-lived, it sparked an interest in sugar cultivation across the islands. Just 10 years later, Ladd and Company established a successful sugarcane plantation in Kaloa, Kauai, marking the island's entry into the sugar trade. By 1837, Kauai's first plantation had exported 2 tons of sugar, marking a significant milestone for Hawaii's sugar industry. Building on this success, other entrepreneurs launched their own plantations, rapidly expanding sugarcane cultivation on Kauai. From just 50 acres in 1835, the island's sugarcane fields bolstered, reaching 100,000 acres by 1900. However, by the 1920s, Hawaii's sugar industry faced challenges as its share of the U.S. market dwindled. Many plantations sought cheaper labor elsewhere, leading to a decline in local production. Despite this, some plantations persevered, with 14 still operational in 1980. Since the mid-2000s, sugarcane has accounted for between 40 and 45% of the total sugar produced domestically, and sugar beets for between 55 and 60% of production. Today, there are no active sugarcane plantations on Kauai, but the industry's legacy remains etched into the island's landscape, offering opportunities for exploration. One notable site is the old sugar mill of Kaloa, erected in 1841 as the second mill built by Ladd and Company. For a different experience, consider the Kilohana Plantation train tour. This excursion includes a scenic 2.5-mile train journey through the plantation, accompanied by a stroll through the grounds and a meal at the plantation house, situated in the original courtyard. Another popular activity linked to Kauai's sugar plantations is sugar plantation tubing, which my wife and I had the opportunity to do about 6 years ago. Originally, hand-dug irrigation ditches nourished the sugarcane fields. Today, visitors can float down these historic channels, enjoying a leisurely tube ride through the picturesque landscape. So there you have it, folks, the beautiful Hawaiian Islands and our now not so small town of Chino share some pretty sweet history. That followed by a very similar and equally unfortunate fate. I guess for our health, it's probably best we don't have as much sugar in our lives. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Chino, the Hills, and Kauai Secrets Exposed. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to hit that like button and consider subscribing to the Thomas Ryan Real Estate YouTube channel to see more videos just like this one. It's completely free and it helps me get all of this information, all of these exciting stories to you and other people. All right, until next time, I'm gonna go enjoy a malasada and you guys have a great day. Aloha, bye.